Hey guys, welcome back. We're taking another little trip, another little hike around the Ozarks. Today we're going to Pam's Grotto. The trailhead is right here. That's the actual trailhead that goes up to Pam's Grotto. It's a little steep climb just to get up here, and it's not even a quarter of a mile. So you just got to take your time, and a bunch of little switchbacks going up to the bluff line. But it looks pretty from here. Somebody's huffing and a puffing. Ain't so happy now, are you? Oh, that's good stuff. She's like, oh my gosh, it's been too long since we've been hiking. Do you go right or left? Left or right? Left or right?
Try that way too.
That way? 3/4 of a mile in. And general consensus from Lisa is that we're lost.
We're not lost. We need rappelling gear.
I don't know. I think we're there.
Yep, I'm going the other way.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a good little spot to stay out of the weather, get lost.
Ain't nobody gets lost.
Yep, I'm lost right now. I don't know where I'm at. You know how them Louisiana folks are. We just don't know nothing about these mountains.
We're up amongst it, so.
I didn't bring a compass. I didn't bring a map.
I got one. Probably broke, but.
Okay, so the trail kind of ends up there, or it seems like it ends. Lisa thinks it ends, and I don't think it ends, because we got to get to the grotto. Let's look back up toward the top. So it's, like I said, that's kind of where the trail seems to stop, but it continues down here into the grotto. Look at this. So it may not seem like it here on camera, but this rock right here is probably the size of a school bus. And I got my camera zoomed out as far as it will zoom out. There's the waterfall. Not very much right now, but we're really dry for rainfall. But look how big this thing is. Look at that. That's a long way. That's a lot of big boulders. Anyway, let's see if I can see Keely and Lisa from here. There's Keely. I'll tell you what, when there's some kind of earthquakes or whatever that I'm sure we get here in the Ozarks, it makes some pretty devastating damage on these bluff lines. I mean, this is basically a waterfall, you can see. It's very tiny. But through all the thousands and thousands of years, the water, not just there, but coming off of these mountains, has made little cracks. And you know what happens when water turns into ice, it expands, makes bigger and bigger fault lines in these rocks, and you get probably like some kind of little earthquake, nothing big. And before you know it, half of the mountain just caves in. I mean, this thing is huge. But the boulders are just gigantic that have fallen from this grotto. Pretty neat. All right, folks, we made it down in here. We are in the bottom, or at the bottom of Pam's Grotto. You can hear the water. You hear that? There's a giant waterfall. Pretty cool. Well, we've made our way to Pam's Grotto and then got to the end, turned around, and came back and followed the bluff line for a little ways. And it sure is a pretty bluff line. And found a dad and his two little kids sitting there and rappelling and climbing up the bluff line. So that's pretty cool to watch him. He's teaching his kids young. They're probably 4 and 5 years old, going up the side of a cliff, right? So, but anyway, we're about to head back down to the truck. Making our way down the old mountain. Down the old mountain. There's some spots in here that are kind of slick. And of course, we're here in the winter, so there's leaves everywhere. And the leaves make it very tricky. Number one, you can't see all the rocks. Number two, the leaves are slick when you take a step on top of a rock. Sometimes they'll tend to slide on you. So you gotta be super, super careful. Take baby steps. And sometimes walk sideways. But the girls are making their way down. Getting there too. Making the way down the hill, down the mountain. Heading back toward the truck. It was a nice little hike, very short. Probably about, not even a full mile to go up, but it is up. So keep that in mind if you come here. It does go straight up and straight down for the most part. But really neat to look at the bluff lines and check out nature, you know. It's always pretty to come out here and look at things. So as a secondary little treat, when you go to Pam's Grotto, just down the road is Haw Creek Falls, H-A-W, Haw Creek Falls. And here's the falls. Not a whole lot going on right now because we're in the dry season, it's wintertime, but I bet you in the spring, there's the creek. I imagine where I'm standing, this thing is probably just flooded. Full of water. Haw Creek Falls. selfie takers.